All right, y'all. It's Sunday afternoon. It's about 1 o'clock. We're going to start getting our Sunday dinner ready, all right? We're going to do some meatloaf and some baked potatoes. And hopefully we got a can of vegetables in the cupboard to go with it. We'll find out, all right? So what I'm doing is just getting my foil ready for my baked potatoes, all right? We've already washed and dried our potatoes, all right? These guys are just hanging out over here, ready to get all, you know, drizzled up and dazzled up in the olive oil, salt, pepper, the whole nine. It's going to be a good time. So this is what we're going to do. Don't want my hands to get all oily. Even though oil is actually really good for your skin, believe it or not. It would actually probably do my skin some justice right now. We're just going to put these bad boys on. Now, like I said, these have already been washed and dried. I looked for any, like, bad pieces. There's really no roots or anything sticking out. So we're just going to, boom, put them right in, right? Then we're going to take a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, a little EVOO, and we're just going to drizzle it on there like this. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Take a little salt, take a little pep, and just put that on there like so. For your best baked potato tipping cooking advice, you want to put a nice slit right down the middle there, all right? Before you wrap it, you're going to put a little slit in the middle. And then, all right, now the best part of all, when you just get to step, and get all your anger out. But watch the fingers. Watch your fingers. Oven, we've got the oven heated to 400, so what we're going to do now is we're going to pop these bad boys, these baked potatoes, right on in. An onion, and we've got the pepper, okay? Our pepper's already been nicely washed and dried. So we're just going to go like this and, you know, cut around the ring here. Let me see if I can do this like this. We're just cutting around the ring, okay? Cutting around the ring. Trying to keep all the seeds intact. All right, now we're just going to chop and dice and slice, all right? So we're going to, easiest way for me to chop is to break it down into smaller pieces. And then we're going to do strip, strip, strip. You know, this is actually a lot of work. So the only thing we're going to chop these because I love these things. All right. Smells like a fresh summer. A fresh summer scent right here, these peppers are. We're going to dump these right into our mixing pan here. And we're going to start right onto the onion. Unfortunately, we got to use the knife a little bit for this. We're going to need some sharper knives. So you cut the butt off both ends here, okay? And I just do a little slit. And that will generally help me take all the rest of this stuff off. Throw it in my little thing over here. Keep my garbage out of my way. Now we're going to go down the middle, all right, like so. And then we're going to do like 1/4 here, 1/4 here, and maybe another 1/4 there. And now we're just, now we like hearty foods around here, so it's okay if our onions and our peppers are a little on the bigger chunky side. You know, it's all about preference. How much you like. Heck, maybe you don't like onions in your meatloaf. That's fine too. You know, maybe you don't like pepper in there. Remember, being in the kitchen is like a blank canvas. You do what you want. I honestly wish I had some red pepper, yellow pepper, orange pepper. If I had all those different colored peppers, I would definitely be chopping them all up and putting them in here right now, because remember the rainbow talk we had about everything being colorful? All right, you want your food to be colorful. Not only is it more tasteful that way, but it's also very healthy for you. All right, we're getting older. I don't know about you guys. I'm, you know, 40 is right around the corner here. I got to start thinking healthier. Okay, so, ooh, my eyes are really starting to water now. I was doing so good till this point. So this is chopped enough. We're just going to... All right, we're going to go rinse our plate, change our gloves, and rinse the hands. And wipe our eyes. We'll be back. All right, here, moving right along. So we've got our pepper, we got our onion in our little mix pan here. Now I'm going to also add a huge dill pickle. Now, again, this is all about preference. Some people will think I'm nuts. Some people will be like, oh, I love it with the pickle. Listen, I put ketchup on my meatloaf. I think some people might put pasta sauce or something. I don't know. And make it taste more meatballish. I think ours tastes more hamburgerish. And I mean, we put pickles on our hamburgers. Why not, right? So we're going to take a nice decent sized pickle here. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to chop that sucker right the frick up, okay? Chop, chop, chop. I mean, I guess you could probably take the easy way out and do some relish in there. A couple scoops of some relish. But, I mean, like I said, we like things hearty and chunky around here. I'm going to resort back to the scissors again because it's just so much easier. Laugh all you want. I'm telling you, it's going to be great. It's going to be delicious if you like pickles. Now, we're a family of pickle lovers. You know, shoot, I drink the pickle juice as water. Pickle juice is actually really good for you. You know, really good in aiding weight loss as well. All right, these are as small as they're going to get, okay? So we're just going to dump these right along in here, along with the juice that was on the plate. All right, so we've got a nice pepper onion blend, right? We got pepper, onion, little bit of dill pickle there, all right? All right, so we've been letting our ground beef, you can get whatever ground beef you want. I got the ground beef that was on sale, buy one, get one free. You know, some people have preferences in the fat cut. I have no idea what that means or even refers to. I mean, I guess I would want less fat, but it is what it is, you know. Healthy food is expensive, so the more fattening meat is cheaper. So, probably why we're a little hefty, you know. But anyway, like I said, we got a pepper, onion, dill pickle mix. All right, this is pretty much to room temperature. Oh, I forgot I got these bad boys. Okay, we still got some green onion left over from, I don't know, I think they was marked down at the store too. So we're going to put a little green onion in there. You know, if the tops get a little slimy, you know, pieces get a little nasty in your green onion, you just peel them off. You know, look, it's a bad piece. You just don't use it. Don't use it. You know what I'm saying? Carrying along, moving right along here. Can't waste food. There's starving kids in this world. We don't waste food around here, okay? Don't waste food. But yeah, I probably don't need all this onion, but makes it look nice, a little bit more colorful. Lots of green hues going on here. All right, we're just going to throw a couple in there. We're probably going to throw a couple on the top as well, and we're going to use them for the baked potato. All right, so bada bing, bada boom. Here's our beef. Got our beef coming right in here. We're just going to plop it right in. I mean, I don't think you can really wash beef, can you? I don't know. I've never really tried, I'll be honest. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to put some pepper. We're going to put some salt. We're going to put garlic powder. Remember, not garlic salt. You're going to get real salty if you use all the salt, okay? Trust me, I've learned. We're going to do garlic powder. All right. We're going to do, I don't know, maybe some chili powder. Why do you say? I don't know. It tastes good in beef. Why not? We need colors. Now, the adobo is good, but just a touch because it can make things salty quick. Paprika. Nah, we're going to skip the paprika on the beef today. Worcestershire, of course. Okay. Now, I know we did the garlic already, but we're going to do a little bit more garlic. I'm just going to use the tip of the knife and just put some more garlic in there. We really like garlic. I would put a lot more in there, but I think my family will kill me. My multiple personalities. Okay. So then I've got the eggs, right? We got the eggs. Now we gotta be very careful not to get a shell in here because that could be very bad. So, and of course, so we're gonna grab the shell before it gets too drowned in there. We got the shell out. All right. Plop. Okay, I'm starting off with 2 eggs. If anybody's got any better ideas, you can certainly let me know. But we're going to go with 2 eggs. Now, why? Why are you putting eggs in there? If you never cooked meatloaf before, you need to know that you got to put the eggs in there to get the breadcrumbs to stick, okay? Trust me, I've not had eggs before, and I've tried to cook it without it, and it's just not the same. Fun fact, though, you can use some applesauce. I have used applesauce. I have used applesauce in my meatloafs. If you, trust me, I've had to improvise a lot. You can always use some applesauce. And just, I mean, you can really get creative if you don't have an egg. And I'd probably embarrass myself if I told you everything I used in place of an egg. All right, so we're squishing this up. We're squishing it. We're squishing it. Squish, 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 right? We're going to use our free hand here. And we're going to really soak in these panko. Now, some people prefer regular breadcrumbs. What are these? Well, these are regular breadcrumbs. I don't know why I thought they were panko. I've been using panko all week. Jeez. I prefer the panko. The panko are a little bigger. They're a little, I don't know. They're just good. They're good. They're a little bigger. But I guess we've been using regular. Oh, pecorino romano cheese. That's what they are seasoned with. Okay, so now you should be able to feel with your hand when it's a good consistency or a good like texture. You don't want it real like gooey feeling, but you don't want it real dry feeling. So like if you add too much breadcrumb, it's going to be too dry feeling. If you don't add enough and you have too much egg, it's going to be real wet feeling. Just really work it in. You got to really get it all worked in here, okay? I mean, I don't know. I don't think we really need another egg. I think actually, you know what? I think I'm going to grab one more egg. I think I'm going to use a third egg just because this was like just under 2 pounds of beef. So I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a third egg. Yeah, you know, like I said, I don't have a recipe book around here. And every time I cook something, I guarantee I cook it differently the next time. I don't think I have ever probably cooked something the same way twice. But one, I have a horrible memory. For two, I get creative, you know. Sometimes I might not have the same things in the kitchen. You know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, you know. And all this stuff that I've used here, believe it or not, if you've hit hard times, you can get these all at your local pantry. If you've got a community action, if you've got a ministry of concern, you've got Salvation Armies, any type of local community type place, they usually have like produce and stuff there. I'm telling you, you can go there, you can get your breads, you can get your desserts right up on a shelf. They just got this stuff hanging out waiting for you to get it. And, you know, if you're really having a hard time, not, you know, knowing how to make ends meet and stuff, those places really come in handy. They really do. I've really had to utilize them a lot in my life, and I have no shame to give out that information for other people that might need it. Okay, so you need something, go and get it. When you're back up and you're back on your feet, go put something back in the cabinet. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me find my meatloaf pan. All right, so what I have come to realize is I have too big of a meatloaf to fit in my little meatloaf pan. So we're going to improvise once again and create our own meatloaf pan. What I'm going to do is just get a big cookie sheet and build up an aluminum foil meatloaf pan. All right, so I already used my smaller one. I already used my smaller pan for the potatoes. So I'm going to store it like this. I'm going to get this closer so you guys can see how this is going to go down. I think I'm done with this plate. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're going to scooch here to here. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, if I can get it out, probably double this up. We're going to do it like this. Okay, so I've got one long one going here, one long going here. And I'm just going to go like this. Yeah, I know. Looks crazy, right? Freaking nuts. Okay. Okay. All right. Now we're going to just form our own meatloaf. Okay. Just like you would form a nice little meatball, we're going to form us a nice little meatloaf. People will think I'm crazy. I mean, I'm sure you've had to do this before. I'm not the first. This ain't my first rodeo. You know what I'm saying? I should probably, there's so much meat. I should probably do like 2 separate meatloaves. I don't know. This is probably going to take a while to cook. But that's okay because the longer those baked potatoes cook, the better they're going to be. So we're going to flatten this just a little because it's pretty big. This is a pretty freaking big meatloaf here, all right? I need to get this away from the edge here a little bit because, you know, this is going to leak. Oh, you know what I can do? I know what I'm going to do. All right, this is a pretty good shape here. Can you guys see this okay? It's a pretty good shape. It's a pretty good shape. So what I'm gonna do now is move it the long way, because you know them ends, they were touching the sides and the grease is gonna go all over my dang stove. So we're just gonna fix it up a little bit. Okay, okay. You know what? This is a really good shape. It's really big, but it's a really good shape. Okay, so I'm going to bring these sides up because I want it to stay. I don't know if it's gonna help or not. I'm just trying. It's all about latest trial and error for me. All right, we want this to stay in this shape. I'm going to I'm gonna do the same thing with the outer one, I think, because we want it to stay. And it suggests for the first 40 minutes to cook it uncovered. All right, this isn't gonna be too bad. I think this will work just fine. All right, so we're gonna cook it like this, uncovered, for 40 minutes. First, we need to get our special secret sauce, a couple more dollops of Worcestershire, and ketchup. All right, so I'm stabbing a couple holes in this, just because we want the heat to circulate all around in our meatloaf. It's a really big meatloaf. So I'm putting a bunch of holes in it in hopes, you know, I don't really know if this works, in hopes that it's going to circulate better. Now, another fun fact, you could have put a little shredded cheddar in there if you wanted, or any kind of cheese really. You could have mixed it right in with the mix. I usually do that sometimes, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm actually going to wait and just put a little bit of cheese on the top. If that makes sense. We'll find out. We'll find out. Anyways, we're going to load this bad boy down with some ketchup, okay? So we're just going back and forth, creating a nice top for this, okay? Now, this should crisp right up in that oven. Okay, so, and we'll add more later, all right? So what we've done is we've created our own nice little meatloaf pan. It's a really big meatloaf we're working with today. And hopefully it doesn't spill, but we've just really soaked the top with ketchup, okay? That's all we're gonna do. And just because we want everything to look fancy, we're gonna cut the bad end of this green onion off, boop, and we're gonna add a little bit more green onion to the top, because these are gonna cook right into this, and it's just gonna look like you went to a 5-star restaurant. I mean, you did. You come in here as a 5-star, you know. Once it reaches 350, I'm gonna pop this bad boy in there, okay? We're gonna cook this for 40 minutes at 350, right along with those baked potatoes in there that are supposed to be at 400. It's just gonna be, they've already been in there for a little longer, so they're just gonna be cooking a little longer. So we're just gonna cross our fingers that the temperatures all even out with the times, okay? So stay tuned.
Good.
All right, y'all. So we've had the meatloaf in the oven at 350 for a little over an hour now. I know I originally said about 40 minutes, but I didn't take into account how large our meatloaf is. So we've actually had it in there for a little over an hour at 350, uncovered. If you peel down my sides, it's actually looking really nice. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cover it, and we're going to raise the temp in the oven until 400. And we are also going to open up these potatoes over here. We're going to put a little bit more oil or butter and maybe a little both, and salt and pepper. Wrap them again, put them back in the oven, all right? So let's go ahead and do that. This could be a little tricky because this is a makeshift pan here, so gotta be careful not to burn ourselves. All right, look at that, child. Look at that. Okay, that is a nice cover. All right, we're going to go ahead and pop that back in the oven in about 2 or 3 more minutes. As soon as it hits 400 degrees, we're going to throw it back in there and do our thing with the potatoes. Stay tuned. All right, this really hasn't been too bad. This worked out pretty well with my makeshift pan here, okay? Look at that, all right? Now, remember what we did? We cooked it at about 350 for about over an hour with no cover. And then we went ahead and covered it and raised the temp to 400 for about another hour. All right, I'm just going to cut through, make sure it's cooked all the way through. This was a huge, huge meatloaf. This sucker was huge if you didn't catch the beginning there. What the heck am I going to use? I guess we're going to use this. All right, let's just check the middle. Most important part. We're just going to pull this back, kind of like a surgery. Ooh, yes, nice and brown. I'm not seeing any pink, so we're going to just fold that back over. This is cooked thoroughly. Middle has been checked. This is ready to go. So what we're going to do while we check on our potatoes here is we're just going to cover this back up and just kind of let it hang out here on the stove for a while. And just kind of, again, let all the juices soak in. And, you know, just kind of get comfy with itself. You know, it's discovering itself right now. It's on a path of self-discovery, darling. Let's go ahead and get these potatoes out and see how we've done with those, okay? All right, here we go. Here we go. Ooh, I know it's smelling like a french fry in here, I'll tell you that. All right, I don't even know which one to begin with. Let's go with this bad boy right here. Ooh, it's a little hot, Okay, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to take this bad boy again. Rinse it really quick. Wow, guys. Wow. Oh, and they're crispy, too. Oh, my gosh. Let me see if I can pick this sucker up and bring it over. This sucker is looking... The light's not even doing it justice. Oh, I don't even got my light on. Let me turn my light on. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, you see that crispy? You hear it? It's real crispy. All right, and now we're going to take... Oh, my gosh. Let me just show you guys this. Oh, I had to open one up so you could see the insides here. Look at the inside of that sucker. Look at the inside of that sucker, okay? All right, we've done our jobs. We have done our job great, guys, all right? So I found a can of tender sweet peas in the cupboard. We're going to throw that in a bowl and a little butter, a little salt. I've also got a half a head of lettuce in there. And we're going to cut that up, make it into a little salad. I'm trying to see if I've got any, like, croutons or anything I can add to that. I don't think I do. But it's all right. It's all right. We'll find something in here. All right. We got all kinds of stuff in here. What can we ain't got no salad toppings? No. I could have swore I've seen salad toppings. Oh, I do. Okay. There's a drop. We got a drop of salad toppings left, so we're going to use the lettuce up before it goes bad. All right, we're going to chop that up into little salads. Throw a little bit of this on it. Throw some Italian or some ranch on it. Boom. You got yourself a little salad. We got some shredded cheddar. We can throw a little bit on that on there to make it more colorful. You know, I was always talking about the rainbow, keeping things colorful. Even though your salad is plain, you've got the brown mixed with the green. And then you got the yellow from the cheese. You got brown, yellow, and green. Boom. 3 colors. It's looking freaking healthy and delish. All right. Wait till I make these plates up, guys. You guys are going to love this. All right, y'all. Look at that. All right. We've got our meatloaf. We've got the peas. We've got the baked potato, the salad. Now, let me tell you, that is a nice Sunday dinner if I don't say so myself.